I've got the Zempire Atom one-person lightweight hiking and adventure tent set up behind me here. It's a little lightweight beauty. I'm going to take you for a walkthrough of all the features. Let's get started.
Hit it.
It's Ben from Snowy's here, guys, and set up behind me here is the Zempire Atom one-person lightweight hiking tent. It's a single pole tent with an extra little pole across the top. It gives you a bit of head space. Weighs in at about 1.74 kilos in total, but you could strip that down to about 1.54 minimum weight if you're using it for lightweight adventures. I'm going to take you a bit of a walkthrough of all the features today. So let's start on the outside. So looking at the outside of the tent, the general structure of the tent is a single long pole down the middle here, and a brow pole across here. Now what this does is bring the sides of the tent more upright and gives us this head space rather than being a really tight space at the top there. Got a guy rope on each side for stability. It's not freestanding, so we do need the pegs all around the side for it to stand up. And there's a single entrance to the tent, which is this side here. We can zip this open, which gives us access to a reasonably large vestibule inside the tent here. In terms of the space of this vestibule, you've got about 70 centimeters from the edge of the tent to the outside here, and it does slope back a little bit, but you've got enough space for one pack, one large pack, maybe two smaller packs. Now the door's sort of maybe a little bit counterintuitive here. You do really need to open the vestibule right up like this to get inside the tent. We can fold this right back out the way to allow us access. Now if we look at the fabrics that the Atom tent is made of, the fly sheet here is a 75 denier 210 thread count ripstop polyester with a 3000 ml waterhead, and it's seam sealed throughout. The inner here is a full mesh or polyester mesh upper, so it's a really breathable 3-season tent. It's going to be a bit cooler in the cold weather, or very breezy in the cold weather. And the floor is a really durable 150 denier polyester with a 10,000 ml waterhead. And the poles, can't see them, but they're right up the top here. It's a 7001 8.5 millimeter alloy pole, so they're made with good quality materials. Have a look inside the tent here. You've got a space inside the tent here for one person plus a bit of gear. Probably the best way to demonstrate it is to lie in there myself. I've got a hike mat that I'm going to stick in there as well. Just let me grab that, I'll put it inside, and then I'll lie down for you. So sitting inside the Atom here, you can talk about the space. We've got about 230 centimeters from point to point at each end. The actual usable space is a bit less than that. With the width here, I've got about 90 centimeters, so enough room for me, plus a bit of gear. And with regards to my head space, it's about 90 centimeters to the top here. Now, that's enough room for me to sit up without my head touching the top, but because of these upright walls on the side, I've actually got a bit of room to comfortably sit up in the center of the tent here. Now, I'm 185 centimeters tall. If I have it lie down in here, I've got plenty of room for my head at one end, so my feet are only just touching the inner tent at that end there. So my sleeping bag might be touching the end, but it's still a long way from the fly sheet. With regards to the other features in the Atom tent here, there are a couple of storage pockets at each end, large storage pockets. And in the central point up above my head here, there is a small lantern hanging hook, just a little plastic loop. Nice and simple on the inside here. If I was to sit right up forward in the tent here, actually there's one other thing I didn't mention, was that there is a stuff sack for the mesh door in the side here to keep that out the way. And while we're sitting here, if I was to zip this vestibule closed, I'd have protected space out to an arm's length out here for my gear. One other thing I said I'd mention, we talked about earlier, was this strap that was included with the tent. Now this has got eyelets and clips at each end. Now there's no instructions on what this is for, but I would say it's for an ultralight fly-only setup. If we replace the inner of this tent with this strap and put the main pole into these loops at each end, and then use the clips to attach the fly, we can set it up as a fly-only ultralight setup. Your other alternative there is to use the optional footprint and set it up with a ground cover and a fly over the top. You probably can't really set it up with a fly first and then pitch the inner on the inside. You could do it, but it's probably going to be messy. You can grab these online at snowys.com.au at our lowest prices every day. I hope you found that useful. We'll see you next time. If you found that video useful, subscribe to our channel and you'll get all of our latest and greatest information. Or if you have any questions, let us know in the comments below. If not, just give us a like or check out our other videos like this one down here.